hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. Prescott on first down. Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete. On the move past the 40. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Now a give here to Pollard. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 2nd and 7, Prescott. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
Pollard going to try the right side, and he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Tony Pollard taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. Oh, trying to fit it into Shepard, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to...
Touchdown! Dak Prescott able to connect with Dalton Schultz. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not. They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, after incompletions on first and second down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Off the play fake, Jones. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner. And that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. First down, Prescott. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Run for Pollard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They'll run with Pollard. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Fourth down, Prescott. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on 4th down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on 4th down. As you said, in the red zone, definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
As this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Off play action. Jones. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
Sliding, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Jones, a final shot before break. Steps away to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. And that one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Looking to throw. Prescott. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Prescott. Touchdown, Cowboys! Peyton Hendershot from 8 yards out. And the Cowboys have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're just looking to do more of the same. They were good in the first half. They've extended their lead so far here in the second half. I don't know, they're just looking good on hitting on all cylinders right now.
And sometimes that means a head coach who really has a finger on the pulse of the team may not have anything to say at all. May tell the rest of the coaches, just back it off a little bit. This team has it under control. I remember hearing about Bob Knight years ago in basketball, getting ready to give the final speech before the gold medal game in '84. And on the board, Michael Jordan had written, "Coach, after all we've been through, there's no way we're losing tonight." He didn't even give a pregame speech.
Wow, interesting. Well, right now, no speech is needed. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now Prescott. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 20-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
From the red zone now, Prescott. That's going to be caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Dak Prescott scoring on the sneak from a yard out, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ball game. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day. They're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Here's Pollard again. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. It's a keeper with Prescott, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Dak Prescott with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And the Cowboys have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th.
An extra point by Moore, and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Marr now to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. Just with silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of have this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And now he'll fire deep downfield for James.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Pollard.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Azeez Ojulari pushing in and dropping it.
This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before.
Touchdown! 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Cowboys add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. But everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And now here is another interception.
Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, guys, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big...
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Moore on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away.
And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And some room to maneuver. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 107 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. They'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Pollard. And he's got Rome. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. A big play here for Dallas. And even 50 yards on the ground.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the...
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
And I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally,
I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the